What's going on, guys? We are live here in Vietnam and just having a morning coconut in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City near Bui Vien. Cold coconut on a hot day. It's like feeling like over 30 degrees right now with the heat and the sun coming down. So the coconut usually here is 15K, sometimes as low as 10K, but this one is 30K, mainly because we have a seating area. So today we are going to the central area, Vidcom Mall, Diamond Plaza. We're going to one of my favorite streets, Hang Tuyen, and check out all the monuments like the Cathedral, the post office. There's a really popular cafe over there where everybody used to hang out. So we're gonna go over there and check it out. So this is the spot I'm sitting at. It's pretty chill. People are just having lunch. There's a menu here. It's actually pretty cheap for the food. So you can get a side dish for 50K and a main dish 90K around. So you got beef with vegetable here, and you got frogs in spicy curry sauce for 100K. So overall, I guess pricing is not bad for in the central of Vietnam. And look how cheap even the coffee is. 20K for a coffee. So yeah, it's a good place to just sit and watch the expats checking in and normal lifestyle of the Vietnamese locals. Down here is Bui Vien. So if you guys want to go have a drink or check out the nightlife, and there's a lot of bars. Actually over here, old bar, at nighttime they sell drinks for as cheap as 15K, which is 50 cents for a beer. But it's like street side sitting. This one is pretty popular too, actually. It's usually packed. Well, a couple of years back, but I guess now people still come, but it's not as popular as before. And they sell wonton as well as noodle soup. It's a busy side street. At nighttime, it gets even crazier. Got a lot of foreigners driving scooters now. You guys gotta be careful because the cops are starting to pull over foreigners just to check if they have a license and all the paperwork and stuff. It's funny because there's a new taco place over here. So across the street, just where I'm sitting, there's a taco place for 55K. It's doing really well. And now there's an official restaurant open up. So in Vietnam, typically you do have like competition like that where if something is doing well, people would open a rivalry shop selling the same thing. All right, cheers. Can you guys hear me well, by the way? Testing. I don't get how people carry around like huge backpacks. It doesn't hurt your back, you know what I mean? You've got to travel to so many cities, and even in your Ho Chi Minh City, you've got to walk to your hospital or your hotel. And these girls are carrying small luggages. Some of them are carrying like huge bags, literally as big as the girl herself. I usually just like these wheelie thing, It's easier just to drag them around. Because you never know. Sometime in the alley, the buses and stuff, they don't drop you off right in front of your hotel room. Oh, this guy looked like Jake Paul over here doing live streaming, huh? Let's check out this guy. He's a live streamer. But he's got the beard and the eyes of Jake Paul. But yeah, Ho Chi Minh City is a good place to do live stream. People are generally very friendly. Look at this girl zooming by without a helmet on. People are taking risks here in Vietnam because you can get a big ticket by driving around without a helmet. Things in Vietnam are getting more and more strict. One thing I want to see them get stricter on is actually the burning rule. I'll show you guys around a little bit, but basically around this time in Tết, some people have like this little metal container and they burn stuff in their houses and cars, like made of paper, fake money to send to the other world. And it's a tradition here, especially around this time, right? But it could be any day, really. These businesses are trying to pray to the gods or, ancestors and things like that, and then they'll start burning stuff. But then what that does is it adds to the already high pollution here. Got a little pink bag on. But yeah, air in Saigon is very, very polluted. So we don't need people burning random stuff and garbage and stuff like that. Not so much in Ho Chi Minh City, but in other regions, people would carry like garbage bags, put it in a pile, and then just burn everything. I think in Thailand they have that issue too. But I think we should have some stricter law around burning stuff. And another one I think is peeing everywhere. I think that's a big issue that I see as well. Every time people need to go to the washroom, they don't go to a proper place. They would just pee like behind a bush, behind a tree somewhere. It's mostly men doing it, but surprisingly, I've seen women actually go into the bushes as well. So I think the first thing is we have to impose like fines and then build up like public washrooms. Put them up everywhere so that when people need to go, they don't have to rely on, going to the bush. And just educate people, that you can't just pee everywhere and actually have to use the washroom. Because it's very disturbing to other people. I mean, they're hanging out there and you're in the corner peeing. People know what you're doing. But secondly, just the smell, and it's just not dirt. It's too dirty. People sometimes have picnic on the grass. They're just exercising or maybe like doing yoga or whatever on the grass, and if you're peeing there, the night before, and then they come the next day, they're lying on that grass, So here you don't see a lot of Vietnamese people actually lying on the grass for that main reason, because you don't know who peed on it. Hey, what's going on, Constantine? Yeah, burning season is terrible, man. It's such a big issue that if you're burning in one region, it actually spread to the nearby areas as well. And I think that's especially a concern in like the middle region of Vietnam. It's called Miền Trung, which is central region. Because there's a lot more farms and stuff out there. So burning season is usually like crops. So at the end of the season, when the crop get dry, they'll just like cut it down and then burn it in piles. But yeah, I think those are two simple rules. I think they should refine here a little bit. Burning and like toilet for the public, not peeing everywhere. But Vietnam, they are strictening a lot of rules. So one is like driving, so breaking the law with driving, turning the wrong direction, and even parking. So like the guy right here that's parking like that, you can get a ticket by just parking like that now. And even if you're on the sidewalk, if you're not properly parked on a sidewalk, you can still get charged for that now as well. Whereas before, they'll let it go. But now you gotta be like fully into the sidewalk. You can't be like right here. You get a ticket if you park like right there. So it's good to see, it's gonna open up the sidewalk a little more. But then as you can see, this is supposed to be a sidewalk, but we put tables all over here to make money because people just love sitting on the sidewalk like this. Actually, no one's even in this restaurant. They're all on the patio here. If you look inside, nobody wants to sit inside. And when people walk around, they're more prone to sit down if they see the table like this or other people already sitting. So I guess there's an agreement to let businesses thrive by allowing them to use the sidewalk. But yeah, Saigon is a beautiful city. They got a lot of advantages going for them. If air quality is better, and then just a couple of small tweaks here and there, I think it'd be a great place to live long term. Constantine, where are you from, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Which city are you living in? Do I get to get used to the noise pollution? Yeah, I've gotten used to noise pollution. Maybe when I'm older, it'll change, but as of right now, I don't see it being a big problem at all. Maybe I came like jaded to it, you know. When you first come here, you hear all the honking and karaoke and stuff, and it bothers you. But over time, it actually feels normal, and sometimes you miss it. There's a little motorbike going around that sells snacks and eggs and stuff, and they have a big speaker, like broadcasting what they're selling, and I actually find that pretty nice. It's like part of the culture. But if you guys are not used to it and you're trying to sleep at 7 a.m. and then there's this motorbike going by saying, oh, we're fixing knives and scissors, we're selling bread and buns, you know, they'll be announcing on a big speaker. It's quite annoying. But overall, if you don't live near a club, I think the noise pollution is fine. If you're talking about just the traffic and the honking and stuff, I can deal with it. But if you're talking about like if you live on top of a bar, or even if you're in the back alley and there's a bar somewhere here, like 20, 30 meters away, you can still hear the bass just like vibrating through your unit. So that's not good. So before you guys rent a place long term, try to stay there a few days or a week to feel it out, to see, you know, on the weekend and stuff, is there a bar bumping? And then you sign up for a long lease. Or also, if your neighbor is very loud and the wall is paper thin, so you gotta check that out as well. No one's singing karaoke every day until midnight or something like that. You gotta check that stuff out. But technically the rule is you're not supposed to sing karaoke past like 10 p.m. But you never know, during holiday season they'll sing. But look at this guy though, he's handling the noodle, and he got gloves on one hand, but then on the other hand he's using his bare hand without gloves. So what's the point? He's pulling them apart using gloves on one hand and then bare hand on the other one. So doesn't that defeat the purpose? Constantine says, I'm from Netherlands. Nice, that's a cool place. How do you like it over there? The Netherlands is like a nice, rich country, right? With fresh air and clean roads and stuff. And they're a good soccer team too. I'm not sure about now, but a few years back, Netherlands has a good team. But you're in Chicago and heading to Hong Kong and then Vietnam, Thailand. Oh wow, that's quite an itinerary. What are you doing in Hong Kong? What brings you there? I do a lot of content on Hong Kong too, by the way. And Thailand is very familiar to me, of course. I stayed in Thailand a few times, like 5, 6 times. Phuket is my favorite city. Although if you're there for a long time, it can get boring. So Bangkok, if you want a feeling like Saigon, Ho Chi Minh, then Bangkok is the place to be. Chicago is probably like freezing cold now though. It's close to Toronto, right? And Toronto is like minus 20, 30 degrees. So I guess Chicago is not going to be that much better. I care about the view the most, and I want to view the ocean. I was thinking maybe Da Nang. Oh yeah, Da Nang is good. How old are you? It depends, you know, if you're an introvert, if you like that lifestyle, Da Nang is one of the best cities to live in Vietnam. If you want the beach, you want something quiet, it's more affordable out there. But I heard the affordability is going down because everybody's talking about it, and people are saying it's like the Miami of Vietnam, so everyone's going there, driving up the prices. But nonetheless, it's still going to be cheaper than Ho Chi Minh City, you know. But yeah, I'm thinking that too. As I get older, I'll probably move to Da Nang because I love the fresh air. There's a lot of hiking zones. You can go up to the mountains, see the monkeys, and look at the view. And of course, you can go swimming at all the beaches, play some volleyball, meet some people on the beach. So Da Nang is definitely like one of my favorite places to be in Vietnam. But when you're younger, I feel like Ho Chi Minh City is a good spot to start a career and just feel the vibe, you know. It's very lively. It's just the flight goes from San Fran to Hong Kong, 15 hour, and then catch another flight. Okay, so it's like a layover for you. Okay. Yeah, Hong Kong is very expensive, but the thing about Hong Kong is the food is really good. There's a lot of Michelin stars out there. So you go to Hong Kong, eat like some beef noodle soup, some wonton, have some dim sum, of course. Very good there, very famous. Roasted pork, roasted goose, steamed fish, egg tart. Hong Kong is a lot of good food, and it's cheap. The hotel though is very expensive, so that's gonna be your biggest expense. Take the tram; it's very cheap. MRT is quick to get around, but taxi is gonna be hella expensive. If you're from the airport, you want to go to the city, there's like a bus that's like 50 Hong Kong dollar, so that's like less than 10 Canadian, about 7 US dollar. But if you take a taxi, it's gonna cost you like 30 US dollar. Yeah, I just wanted to be in a quiet place and go to the gym. You don't drink? Yeah, me too. I don't drink either. That's why this is a bar. A lot of people are drinking alcohol, but I'm drinking a coconut. I mean, I can drink. It's not that I'm allergic or anything like that, but I choose not to unless it's like an event. You know what I mean? Like friends hanging out, maybe have a drink here and there. But every time I drink, I almost always regret it. Especially the next day, you know, you feel a little bit groggy. It's like, oh, why did I do that? So like two guilty pleasures that I have is drinking, and then the other one is instant noodle. Every time I eat it, I regret it like almost instantly. A lot of people go into this bar here with the two flags. You gotta check that out. I've seen at least 10 people go in there already, while none of these other bars are getting patrons. Or maybe it's a meeting place for people at hostel. So in a hostel, sometimes there's like 10, 20, even 30 foreigners. And if they choose a place to hang out, all of them go to that one bar or club. Yeah, for sure. If you don't drink out here, I think it's a good thing. Because otherwise, you're going to fall into the pattern of like always drinking. And you're going to waste all your money. It's going to slow you down mentally too. Like it feels good in the moment and you're more extroverted, you're more open. And I think drinking is a good opportunity to like, meet people. So if I'm drinking, I can talk to the guy next to me and everybody opens up and like buddy. But aside from that, I don't see many benefits. It's bad for your teeth, it's unhealthy, bad for your breath. You get hangover the next day, you can't do anything. While out here, there's a lot of nice fresh juice, you know, that's very healthy. See, they got orange juice, coconut, lemon. Sometimes you get like a bunch of other foreign and exotic fruits that you can squeeze and make a drink out here. So you don't need to drink alcohol, but you see most people actually do drink alcohol out here. Almost everybody actually. Actually, that's the reason why most people travel to District 1 in Ho Chi Minh City, because they love the drinking scene. There's a lot of coconut juice in here. It doesn't look that big, but I've been drinking forever and it's still going. So we're gonna walk around. Maybe we'll try to use their washroom before we go. Like I said, it can be hard to find a washroom here. And that's the reason why most people just like pee on the side of the road or behind a tree. And you know who it is usually? It's like the drivers, like Grab drivers or delivery men, or even like the street worker, you know? They're just working all day, they're in a rush trying to make some money, they don't make that much to start. So like whenever they need to go to the washroom, they don't park and then go find, you know, a hotel or nothing. They'll just go, you know, behind a bush. And it became a part of the culture. And then the bad thing about that is when foreigners see it, they copy it. So like now I see some foreigners doing that too. And it's bringing down the looks for Saigon. I mean, this is like the biggest city in Vietnam. You don't get people peeing randomly on the sidewalk. You shouldn't. What's the plan today? What's going on, David? The plan is we're going into center of Saigon, where the cathedral is, the book street. There's a festival, Nguyen Hue, decoration, Diamond Plaza, Vincom, and there's a very popular cafe where people dress up to the nines, take pictures and stuff there. So a lot of young people like to hang out there and dress really well. So we're gonna go out there and see what's up with that spot. And then we're going to my favorite street. It's called Hang Tuyen. It's a very beautiful street around, what's that park called? April 30th Park. So we're gonna go there. And then whatever comes up, you know. If you guys want to particularly see something, like put in the chat, and then I'll fit into the schedule as well. Today the AQI is around 140, which is on the higher end, pretty bad. On the good end, it's like 80, 70 maybe, and on the worst end, it's like 160, 170. So 140 is not, I guess, too bad. But hopefully it goes down a little bit as people are moving back to their hometown, because now it's dead, you know, it's Lunar New Year, so everybody started shutting down their business. People are getting off work, especially today. They're done work for the week, and then they're taking the bus, or they're driving their scooter with all their presents and some luggage and heading back to the hometown. So in like the Mekong, Dong Nai, Bình Dương, some people live as far as, you know, Hanoi or Da Nang, Nha Trang. They're all heading back to their hometown. So really, you're going to see only the real Saigonese here in the next couple of weeks. So Saigon doesn't have that many locals. People come here in droves for work, for money basically. And I don't blame them. It's easy to make a buck here. If not a lot, then at least a little, but you make something when you live here. But in the hometown, sometimes you don't make anything. There's nothing, no opportunities, right? Work too hard of being healthy, just like drink. I feel like bad for 3 days. Oh, that's crazy. I feel bad for like half a day if I drink. But 3 days, that's such a waste. I would never drink if I had to feel bad for 3 days. Chicago, the delivery drivers always piss in the bottles. Okay, that's new. Yeah, I guess they bring like a huge bottle and just go in there, right? There's no time to like just stop, you know, and then park your car. Parking a bike is already hard, never mind like, you know, finding a car parking spot. Especially here in Vietnam. There's not a lot of room for parking a car or a truck. Thanks for the intel. I'll look you up when you're around. Yeah, thanks Constantine. Make sure to subscribe, man, and then check in. We do live stream. I hope to do it daily, but we're gonna do almost daily. If you guys are new to the channel, sub and click like on the live stream. I would appreciate it. I heard they're finishing the new bridge by the Giang Hương Dao and Thổ Phúc. I think you mean Thủ Đức. Thủ Đức is District 2. I don't know. I don't know that bridge actually. Like, give me the exact location. I'll go check it out. So that's going to connect what, District 2 with District 1? That'd be nice. Any bridge is very appreciated, you know, just to help people get across easier. Because I do want to go further too. So having convenient access to all the district would be nice. And that's the reason why I stay in District 1 too. It's so convenient to get everywhere. Thuc Phang. Who is Thuc Phang? Hello Nhung, how's it going? Welcome back to the chat. What's the demographic like? Foreign, Chinese, Russian, Irish, Canadian, Pakistan, Indian, French. You're asking about Saigon? Saigon is like just mostly Vietnamese, to be honest, and then you get like foreigners just passing by. If anything, the second most demographic would be Chinese, and they have District 5, so basically they just they have the whole neighborhood out there, District 5. We'll check it out in one of these live streams and see how Chinatown is like in Vietnam. It's one of the biggest, so a lot of restaurants and Chinese people and vendors out there. Not a lot of Indians here, like just tourists, but other than that, not too many. Some Japanese, because they work here in offices and they work on construction. So there's Japantown as well. We can stop by there. During the evening time, it gets crazy. A lot of bar girls and stuff like that, but during the daytime, it's nice. It's a lot of good Japanese food. Maybe we'll go eat some ramen or sushi or something. Oh, David, you're in Saigon, eh? Which district are you in? And what do you like about it, by the way? Give me some pros and cons on your. Like, I have my own perception, but I want to see what other people think about the biggest pro and cons of Saigon. I got a good deal on this coconut. I've been drinking it for like half an hour. And actually, you can get them to chop it up and eat the meat inside too. It's actually really good. The pulp is very refreshing and like a kind of like a buttery, sweet taste. But the only thing is like it has like enzymes that inhibits your digestion, so it's not very good for digesting. But it's good to eat sometime. As long as you don't eat too much, I think it's fine. Oh, you're a long-time subscriber. Thanks so much, Constantine. What was the first video that you watched that you subscribed to? Like the earliest video that you watched. Do you remember anything? Pedestrian bridge by intersection of Trần Hưng Đạo and Thup Pham. Okay, I got you. So Thup Pham is probably a street. I'm familiar with Trần Hưng Đạo, but not that street. But the thing is, Trần Hưng Đạo is such a big street. It's like, I think the longest street in Saigon, maybe. So I'm guessing it's going to connect to District 4 then, because Trần Hưng Đạo runs along District 4. Well, 4, 5, 8, yeah, it crosses those 3 districts. We paid already, by the way, so I like paying first, that we can get up and without having to call them. But I'm going to ask her to use her washroom. So this is the coconut here. They're nice and fresh. You want a green and a little white on it. That's the best quality. Don't get the one that's brown or too dark colored. And they have like cold one in the fridge. So you want it nice and cold. All right, boy. Friends, we're friendly. Ủa, dùng nhà vệ sinh được không cô? I'm gonna use the washroom. Bên đây. Hello, boy. No barking. We're friends. We're good. Don't worry. I come in peace. Good boy. So this is their operation here. It's like a little home. They got a kitchen in the back. They even have a nice couch here. The dogs in Vietnam, they're not just pets. They're actually like housekeepers. So that's how the locals treat it. Oh, look how nice this alley is, by the way. So many hotels here. The quality might be iffy though. Just warning you guys. They're not very well maintained, but they're cheap. And it's convenient. But you pick your pick, you know. It's 50-50. You might get a good one. but I stayed there before, and yeah, sometimes it's very dirty, small, it's kind of musty. Noise, and still have access to the nightlife. What happened here? Didn't think it rained that much. Yesterday though, it rained like crazy. But during New Year, it shouldn't be raining. It should be like this. Like all through December until like March, it should be like this. But once in a while, you get a rainy day, which is nice. It cooled down the city. This is a popular pho place that opened very, very late if you guys want some food at nighttime. Oh, so you're in District 1 too? Nice. It's the best place to be. So you live near Nguyen Hue. Damn, you're so lucky, man. That's like the dream spot, eh? That's perfect. Oh, we got another live streamer here. Oh, fake goat. You got a blogger. You're a vlogger? Indian blogger?
Yes, Indian
Oh,
blogger.
cool. Welcome to Vietnam. I'm live streaming on YouTube. You're on YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
I am from India.
From India?
India.
What brought you to Vietnam? What do you like coming to Vietnam?
Sorry, say again?
What brings you to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City?
Incredible. People are very friendly, good. You're
Yeah.
talking about people.
Yeah, I mean like in general, what do you like about Saigon? Why do you choose this city?
City, damn good. What can I say? It can't say any words. How to people, cities. Oh, you have mic. Oh.
You can just talk.
Oh, okay.
So do you like the people?
Yes, I like people. I like this environment. People are very friendly.
Yeah.
This is my first time. Good, nice.
So you're
Definitely
enjoying it
visit.
so far?
Yes. I'm a traveler, solo
There's
traveler.
a growing amount of Indian tourists coming to Vietnam. So it seemed like to be a popular destination.
Yes.
How would you compare it to India? Like any difference between Saigon and where you're from?
I'm from Kolkata, India.
Oh, that's a big city, right?
You know Kolkata?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, yes, it's a busy city. So my place is village side. I belong my village area.
Oh, you're in the village area. How is it like to live there in India? How is it to live there? Do you like it?
Yes, peaceful. And this place also very good. People are very nice, friendly, fun, good. How can I say? It's very good. Very nice.
Your English is very good. Is it a common thing to speak well in India?
Because I travel lots of places. I meet so many foreigners. I'm a solo traveler. I travel 2 years all
that's
around
why.
India. I have visit outside also. So my English is not. So in here, I can feel the people don't understand English. English is very problem. This is a city area, but English, I think English is problem. Communication.
Do you vlog in English or in
Hindi.
Hindi. Oh,
Hindi.
okay, cool. Do you want to drop your channel anyway in case people want to see you? What's your channel?
Bong Traveler.
Bong.
Bong Bong. Traveler. Bong Traveler.
Thank you
My
so much,
channel.
man.
Oh,
It's
nice
good
to meet
seeing
you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy Vietnam.
It's incredible how to say. आप लोग मैं हिंदी I can speak Hindi.
Yeah.
Only
okay.
English.
Sure, you can speak
आप
something.
लोग वियतनाम विजिट करिए जहाँ से भी आप दुनिया भर से देख रहे हैं वियतनाम के लोग इतने अच्छे हैं ना मतलब यहाँ पे कोई डर ही नहीं लग रहा मैं अकेले घूमता हूँ अकेले घूम रहा हूँ यहाँ पे लोग इतने फ्रेंडली है लोग हेल्प भी कर देते हैं कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो ना तो बुला के हेल्प करते हैं मतलब पीपल आर वेरी गुड वेरी हेल्पफुल
Excellent.
डू प्लीज विजिट वियतनाम
Thank you so much, Bong.
थैंक यू नाइस
All
टू
right.
मीट यू
Take care, buddy. I'll see you around.
ओके
Nice guy, Bong Traveler. Give him a follow. But his vlog is Hindi though. Do we have anybody from India watching the live stream? I think my Indian follower base is quite low. The highest being Americans. And then I think the second highest might be Vietnam and then Philippines. Not even Canada, even though I'm from Canada. So I think Canada is number 4 or 5. But American is huge. It's like the biggest by far. So it seems like a lot of Americans are curious about traveling to Vietnam or seeing the lifestyle here. Yeah, Nguyen Hue is still considered District 1. District 2 is when you cross the bridge. Bien Hoa, that sounds far. It's Bien Hoa like near Dong Nai and stuff, and Ben Yu. Watchdogs, yeah. You're getting more vloggers and streamers out here, which is great. It's good to see that Vietnam is familiarizing with vloggers, streamers, because the situation in the Philippines, is not very good. With the Vitali thing, and then people getting stricter on vlogging, or creating a bad name in general for people walking around trying to make content with a camera. So that is a big deal when one person comes and ruins it for everybody. I mean, in general, it comes down to like just respect, right? If everybody treat the local with respect, then they're gonna warm up to people filming just on the street or having interview and stuff like that. And I think it's a net benefit for everybody. People like making content and to promote the city and the businesses. Because if somebody comes and like vlog or stream your restaurant or your venue, sometimes you get a lot of businesses from that. I don't think it's to be underestimated. It depends who is blogging. You have a big enough streamer, and then people watch it. And sometimes the streamer don't even have to say anything good about the place. They just have to simply show it. And the viewer, they have the discretion of their own, and then they'll come to the place. If the food looks good, the environment is nice, they're like, I can imagine sitting there, hanging out. And that's revenue for the business that they otherwise wouldn't have if the streamer just went there without a camera. So we're in 23-9 Park. There's a few parks here named after dates, like significant dates. But I'm actually not sure what 23-9 actually signify. What's so important about 23-9? Hey, what's going on, Saigon T? Good to see you. The sidewalks are so crowded these days. Yes, because today is Friday. People are getting off work and they are hustling to get back to their hometown and stuff like that, or buy last minute gifts and get things in order because they're gonna enjoy the next 10 to 15 days with their families, and it's all gonna be like partying. So imagine like the GDP just plummeting because no one's working, all the business is gonna be closing down. It's just a time to like drink, eat, sleep, gamble, and just have fun with your family. So in a week or so, you'll see that a lot of these places are going to be closed. It's going to be a couple of places open, like Burger King, like international chain. But a lot of local shops selling rice and noodle and stuff, they're going to close down. What's your favorite restaurant at Bui Vien? I don't think I have a favorite restaurant at Bui Vien. I used to like, okay, I'll name three. Well, I used to like one that sells bún chả. It's called Bún Chả 45. But I think they relocated or even closed down. Maybe they didn't get enough businesses. So that's in the middle of Bui Vien, Bún Chả 45. And then the second place, I would say, there's a chicken place that's pretty good. Like they have roast chicken and soya chicken, and it's very affordable. It's like $3 or something for a plate of chicken, and you get a soup on the side, and then they have a lot of drinks as well, and it's a good seating area. A little bit hot though, because they don't run the AC that much. And then number one, I would say the Indian place there called Baba. It's a little bit more pricey compared to Vietnamese food, so you'll spend like 200K, 250 maybe. So that's like near $10 US. But the service is excellent. They're really nice people. Food is great, clean, well AC, decorated area. And I think one time they even gave me like a free dessert. I forgot why, but they were very nice. They gave me a dessert to try and stuff. So yeah, I say number one is Baba on Bui Vien. Indian food in Vietnam. Surprising answer. But you asked me specifically on Bui Vien, so you didn't ask me about Saigon. David says, then there would be no pollution. Yeah, I think there will still be pollution nonetheless in Vietnam, especially Saigon, because there's just a sheer number of people here, right? And then there's a lot of manufacturing companies, so it's a growing economy. So they're building all sorts of stuff here, right? Concrete, metal, clothing, shoes, and now they're even into like technology stuff, like NVIDIA chips. So it's a young country and it's exploding. So they're still gonna make a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of plants around District 1, namely like in Thủ Đức and District 7. So there's gonna be a lot of pollution from those plants. But at least there'll be less. Oh, another source pollution is like these things. A lot of construction stuff. They're always closing and opening stuff and repairing. So all the dust and things like that. But when they get rid of all the bikes, at least you'll get much less. Like I was confused. At least they have much less fuel being burned on the road, so that'd be nice. But I heard it's gonna be hard to get rid of it because there's so many people driving these gasoline-powered scooters, and people have low income. They have no money to upgrade to an e-bike, and they trade off their really, really old bikes that emit a lot of pollution. And the other thing is like the buildings, like where they stay, it doesn't support charging. So it overheats and then burn down the whole place. So some of those service apartments and stuff, they don't allow you to do charging inside. And just like on the road, right, instead of stopping 30 seconds and pump up the fuel, you have to sit there for like 2-3 hours to charge. Nobody want to do that. And then when rain comes, sometimes it flood because the drainage. I'm not sure what's wrong with the drainage, but like garbage and stuff go down here, so that it'll flood the street. Like not this street particularly, but like some Saigon street. And then when they flood, it'll kill the engine. This is electric, VinFast. But yeah, there's a lot of issues. So they're saying this year, and then now they're saying next year, and then they keep changing it. Hello, Ann. I come back to this guy a lot. Cho mình một cái bữa nay uống cái gì ta? Thơm, dưa hấu. Dưa hấu đi. Dưa hấu không đường. Ít đá. I come to this guy often because he's doing good business. And the price is good too, 25K, and you get 100% freshly squeezed juice. Hơn một năm. Lúc trước là ở quận khác. Đề Thám. Bây giờ mình đóng bên đó, mình mở là bên đây. Cái nhà này là mình thuê hay sao em? Em nói sao? Năm sau giờ đi nữa. Là chỗ này sau này nữa là metro ở cái khu vực này.
Nó lóc đường lại mà không có buôn bán được.
Ý là cái đường cái metro Bến Thành đó, nó sẽ đi dài hơn xuống quận 5 hả?
Nó xuống dưới Cần Giờ.
Cần Giờ. Cho nên con đường này sau này sẽ như khóa lại.
Dạ.
Wow.
Không biết ngày nào thôi, nhưng mà mới dự án rồi.
Vậy cái sẽ vắng và bụi rất là nhiều.
Dạ, nên không có bán được. Bây giờ dự án.
Vậy là mình có biết địa chỉ mới ở Bến Thành không em?
Dạ, chưa có. Cần Giờ luôn có địa chỉ của.
Vậy là mình cứ bấm cái tiệm của mình là tìm ra đúng không? Mình vẫn giữ cái tên gì?
Lê Hoa. Dạ.
Liên Hoa.
Lê Hoa.
Lê Hoa Fresh Juice, L-E-W-A. Dạo này bán được không em? Có khách vô đều đặn không? Quen. Đúng rồi, mình bán thấy ok á, là khách người ta quay lại nhiều á, thì từ từ khách quen. Vậy đây là nghề chính của mình luôn hay là em có làm cái du lịch là dẫn khách đi du lịch, bán tour. Thì ra
sang năm phải làm đàng hoàng rồi, sang năm không có làm gì nữa. Vì sang năm đó là thuế mà, là phải làm như là trong năm lớn nhưng nó làm lớn. Sang năm phải làm thiệt đó, chứ không có làm giỡn giỡn nữa.
Bây giờ là làm giỡn rồi đó, năm sau làm thiệt.
Dạ đúng rồi, tại vì nhà nước còn thay đổi.
Ủa mình uống thử đi coi nó ngọt hay không hả?
Nó có tươi.
Nó có tươi.
Dạ đúng rồi, nó tươi thì mình phải làm vậy thứ chứ.
Đó là mình đã chọn lọc cái trái tươi rồi nhưng mình sẽ uống thử để coi nó tươi không cho chắc chắn. That's why you test it to make sure that it's fresh. Cái cục nước đá vuông vuông vậy là mình tự làm. Còn mấy cục mà tròn tròn á là họ làm công nghiệp đúng không em?
Dạ, cái này mà em có máy đang làm này. Tại vì ở ngoài họ làm nước đá, họ bỏ cái chất gì đó.
Là trong nước có chất giống như chlorine vậy.
Nó có cái gì mà nó làm cái chất đó nhưng mà em bán thời gian em thấy không được.
Vậy là khi uống trà đá ngoài đường mình đừng có nên uống mấy cái đá đó.
Nhưng mà dưới độ nhưng người ta ứng 25.000. Tức là em bị đi lớn nhưng mà bỏ đá thằng này không có bỏ đá. Dưa hấu nó rẻ.
Đúng rồi. Cái này ly lớn là nó lên đây luôn đúng không?
Dạ, nhưng mà do bỏ đá thì nó lên. Cái ly 500.
Vậy là bao lâu nữa mình mới dọn ở Bến Thành á?
Giờ đang tìm mặt làm. Nó là tháng 5, tháng 6 họ sẽ làm.
Cũng nhanh. Vậy là nó đi hướng nào em? Đi hướng này hay là?
Nó đi Nguyễn Thái Học em biết, nó đối với là Bến Thành.
Nguyễn Thái Học nó đi hướng kia. Cái là cái đường bụi là bên này nè. Vậy là tương lai chỗ này thay đổi quá ha.
Chắc Vin nó làm thì nhanh nó cũng trả chứ.
Chiếc cái cũ á, nó làm hơi chậm đúng không?
Dạ, cái cũ nó là cái đầu tiên.
Cái đầu tiên á.
Cái thứ hai, rồi cái thứ ba.
Vậy sao cái thứ hai là đi đâu ta?
Cái thứ hai là xuống dưới quận 12 á, xuống Tham Lương á. Nó đang giải tỏa xong rồi, sang năm nó làm.
Còn cái này là giải tỏa vài tháng nữa rồi, cái này là phần 3 luôn.
Đi xuống Cần Giờ thì như phục vụ cho Cần Giờ.
Vậy là Cần Giờ sau này.
Vingroup, anh biết Vingroup đúng không?
Vingroup lớn nhất Việt Nam mà. Đúng rồi.
Nó xây cái khu đô thị gì đó.
Là Vingroup nó xây đô thị với Cần Giờ á.
Dạ, xong nó xây cái tuyến này nó chạy về đó.
Cũng hay quá ha, kiểu là mình tự giúp cho mình luôn. Tuy nhiên là mình tự tại có cái đó đi xuống đó thì người ta mới dễ dàng xuống thì nó giúp cho cái program mình dưới đó.
Nhưng mà thấy có thông tin rồi đó. Để xem nhưng mà nó lắp đường tới đâu thì không biết nhưng mà lắp đường này không làm được bụi lắm.
Đúng rồi, với khách đâu có qua lại được nhiều đâu.
Dạ đúng.
Vậy có gì mốt mình sẽ bấm lê qua để tìm. Em tên gì qua này?
Em tên Lý.
Lý hả?
Dạ.
Cảm ơn Lý nhiều nha. Xin chào. Alright guys, Liwa, that's a juice place. And I've been going here like almost every day to get a juice. Maybe we'll sit down and have a drink right here. They have a nice chair up front. I was wondering if he has any customer because when I come here I never see anybody. But apparently he says that there are people. Maybe they just buy and take it to go. And we're across from the underground market. It's also a fashion marketplace. Littering is a big thing here. In District 1, they try to clean it up on the main streets like this. But like on the side streets and stuff, garbage does pile up a lot. As you can see, there's bags of garbage bags right there. And this is a really big street too. And then there's probably more garbage down this way. So we gotta clean that up for sure. One by one, I hope they address this. Just to make Saigon, more beautiful. Because, like I said, it is a beautiful city to live. Just a few tweaks and it could be way up there. Lots of project being built in Saigon for 2026. Our family will be visiting. Yeah, message me when you're here. I'll be glad to meet, buddy. Just message me either through the chat or on Instagram. So I have Insta, Darren Walking By. So it's the same name as the channel. Yeah, we can hang out, have a juice or coffee or something. But yeah, Saigon is a young city, so they're building constantly. So like he said, there's a second metro line they didn't know about that's going to District 12. So they're trying to expand the city away from District 1 because everybody's congested here now. And then another one going down to Cathedral. I was in Cathedral last year. It's a pretty nice place. It's got a beach, great nature, but like this beach is very dirty. It's not swimmable. But it's a peaceful little village, about 1 hour ride away. So if you guys want a break from like all the noise and pollution, Cathedral is a good place. So the Vin Group is building a big project down there, and he said they're building the metro line to connect to Cathedral. So that's very advantageous for them. They got that deal in place. Depending on the season and work. Oh, okay, so you're visiting Vietnam. The season, I would say right now is the best. December to February is the best time. It's fun, weather's great, not that much rain and not too hot. But the thing is, if you're coming here around December, like New Year, like the normal New Year in the West, and also Christmas, all the places are booked up. So it's gonna be hard to find accommodation. It's gonna be expensive too. So maybe travel after New Year. So January, February, probably the best months to be here. It gets hot around March, April, and then after that it'll be raining. Okay, so let's continue on our walk. But glad to see more visiting customers here, foreigners. Give me a gigantic cup for 25K, eh? $1. If you get this in Canada, it'd be like $7. Tax and tip and everything like that. How's the screen, by the way? Sometimes it gets a little shaky if people walking too fast. So I'll take it slow. The cyclo driver is usually 200K. So like $8 for half an hour. It's KFC here if you guys want. It's actually quite popular in Vietnam. It's usually full. And the price is pretty cheap too. Only 39K, 49K for a chicken burger with a drink. Looks like a lot of foreigners. Yeah, majority foreigners. So, pretty cheap for Western food. That's like $2. There's a small park over here. It looks separate, but it's actually the same park as 23-9. So it has the same name, just separated by this road. Oh, she dropped something. So she's preparing to go maybe home or delivering laundry. Is it almost sunset already? It's 4:30. The sun is coming down quick. We were here yesterday already, so we're just gonna walk right through it. So these are good luck trees that Vietnamese buy to put in their home for New Year. As evening falls, Saigon feels so good. Temperature get a lot more bearable. So if you guys avoid like anything from 11 to 3 p.m., you'll be good. Go out early morning and then come out at night. Surprisingly, in the early morning, there's a lot of activities going on in Saigon. I love that time, like 6, 7 a.m. You got a lot of street vendors selling like fresh hot soup for like 40K, 50K. People drinking coffee, going to work, exercising in the park. They have dance groups and stuff like that. So it's an early to rise city. At nighttime is actually when it gets really quiet, aside from like a couple street. Hey CP24, Andy, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. It's 14 pound. You're saying 14 pound for a big juice like this? That's crazy. Or are we talking about something else here? 14 euro? Yeah, that's euro. But still, that's expensive. That's like $20 Canadian. Maybe more. Yeah, that's a great thing about living in Vietnam. Like easy access to all the tropical fruits. It's mainly expensive because they have to ship it, right? The shipping fee and the tariffs and stuff like that. So a coconut, by the time it makes it all the way to Europe or Canada, US, it's going to be like 5 times the price. But when they take it off a tree here, it's only 10K Vietnamese dong. That's 30 cents American. And then when it makes it to the city, which is where we are now, then they may double it to like 20, but that's still under $1. It's a lot of trees. Sometimes they have trouble selling the trees, and then they'll just chop down all the flowers, because you know when dead comes, and that's it, right? That's your limit to sell everything. So these big tree here, they'll clip up. Hey, how are you doing?
Okay.
They'll clip off all the flowers when New Year arrives, because nobody's going to come buying them anymore. They refuse to lower the price, because people do that. They wait for New Year to come, and then the vendor is stuck with big inventory, and then they'll ball it. So vendors over the years catch up to the trick, and they're like, no, we're not going to sell it for cheap. They may lower the price, don't get me wrong, but they won't go dirt cheap. So it still works sometimes with a couple of vendors. If you come and you bargain, it might go from 1.7 to like 1.2 mil. They'll give you 20-30% off. But then if it's too low, they'll just cut up the branches and the flower and bring the tree home and then regrow it for next year. That's why some trees are gigantic compared to others, because these trees have been here for years in the same park, same vendor. They bring it back year after year. And the smaller flowers, it's like over there, but there's some smaller flowers. They'll just throw it in the garbage. They'll chop it up and throw it in the garbage on the side of the road here. So in a week, you'll see like thousands of flowers lined up along this road. And then people will just drive by with their bike and they'll grab it, because you know the vendor don't want to leave it like nice and full, so they try to chop it up to small pieces, but people still pick up the flower and bring it home. Not thorough. They don't chop it up like diced onion. They just put cuts in it, but it still looks good. So people come by, they'll just take all the flour and bring it home. Yeah, Vietnam, it works in funny ways. So when you walk around, you see the culture, and it's quite interesting. What are they taking a picture of? Is it a good view? They're trying to catch the sunset or something over here. Yeah, that is a pretty nice view. It's like the flat iron building of Vietnam, except it's not very flat. Oh, they're taking a picture of a couple of pistons, that's why. There's a very popular coffee shop over here. Maybe we'll walk this way, it's gonna be more fun. So we're at Ben Tan now where the MRT is. So the vendor is telling me that they're expanding the MRT. It's from here. Right now this is the last stop. But soon they're gonna open this up and it's gonna go more south. So that's why it's so barren. They don't grow any flower or make a beautiful park because they're gonna dig it up and continue construction anyways. That's why this whole thing is a parking lot for motorbikes. So this is Cafe Lin. They got several locations, but this one is like the original, one of the most popular. At nighttime, they play like EDM and basically like club music. It's like a club at a coffee shop. But actually, I like sitting at this one more. Right now, it's kind of cleaned up, but at nighttime, they have tables everywhere, all the way down to the curb. But to be honest, their drinks is not as good as Cathedral, which is where we're going now. We're gonna walk down to Cathedral. It's like a copycat, I would say. So this is like a copycat coffee shop. The location is good, that's why people sit there. They're not there for the drinks. So we're in now. This is the Muslim community. You see, there's a Muslim woman up there. They're selling SIM card, a lot of Muslim attires, and there's a bunch of massage shops here as well. I wonder if they're Vietnamese turned Muslims, or they're from other countries. I wonder if we're still live. When the chat goes quiet, I have a feeling that we're not live anymore because the connection in Vietnam is actually very fickle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just drops without any warning. So when that happens, we just got to turn it off and then restart it again. Could somebody put a comment in the chat if to confirm if we're still live? Otherwise, we'll just shut down the live and then we'll restart it to make sure we're in. And now I'm on Viettel. Actually, I got this SIM after. The first one I got was Mobifone, which is even worse. So Viettel is already pretty good. Like it works 70-80% of the time. Look, a lot of people are waiting to trade currencies here. So this is Ben Tan Market. And then we got another one over here. Oh, cool, David. So we're still live, eh? Nice. Keep it running then. Chinese tourists, like mainland. So there's actually a chart up here. USD is going for 25.7. And Canadian is going for 18.7. So that's the rate. Right now online, the Canadian rate is 19.1. So here is 18.7. So they take just over 1%. And over here, they don't have posted rate. We have to go in and ask, but look how many people, like 100 people there in line. Ha Tam, that's what it's called. Some of these look sketch. Is that a gold shop? Yeah, it's a gold shop, but I don't think anybody even go here to shop for gold anymore. Like, I rarely see it. Maybe some people do. But this one over here, it's like purely a currency exchange. This one open to kind of compete with this. But there is still gold inside. He said I'm not allowed to film. We'll respect the local, but it makes no sense why I'm not allowed to film. The security guy. This guy right here. He said I'm not allowed to film. But what were we saying? So this one here opened after to compete with Ha Tam. But like, I think maybe it's the same owner. if you think about it, like Vietnam works in that way, right? So like how are they able to open just across the street doing the exact same thing as this guy? There, this is the traffic officer. They're gonna give you a ticket and get you moving. So what happened is false competition, right? So they'll open the one next to it and then you jump around. You're like, oh, this one is better than that one. And then at the end, your business falls into the same owner. So basically that's Hà Tâm and that's Mai Vâng. And the name, it sounds very similar too, right? But yeah, that could be the case. It's kind of like if you're a company like Coca-Cola, you'll have like two brands selling similar drinks. And then people say, I'll go here or I'll go there. But in the end, you're feeding the same business. So a lot of people now are dressed up for a dead picture. Actually, talking about dead picture, we should go to the front. That's where all the beautiful decors are. Yeah, so this is the West Gate. Do some find it hard to withdraw the cash deposits? You mean from a bank? I think not. I mean, I used Saigon Bank before and I never had trouble withdrawing money. So if you're in a big bank, like Techcom Bank or VIB, I don't know, like do some research on those big banks. I think it should be okay. So this one is like a food area. So they sell chả giò, bánh mì, bún, phở, and juice. There's no real pricing there. Oh, there is here, 20, 30K for a drink. But the food is typically going to go for 60 to 100K. So like $3 to $4. And then around the food court, it's going to be like souvenir and clothing. Of course, haggling is a must, or else you might be overcharged by the majority of vendors. Not all, but a good chunk of them. If you don't speak Vietnamese, they're going to give you a high price to start. Oh, look at these huge fruits. And then they have the well-decorated watermelon for New Year. Dried shrimp, so you can imagine the smell around this area. It's really hot in here. If you're thinking why some people are dressed like in shorts and t-shirt, it's extremely hot. There's no AC, that's why. It's just like a couple of fans. I was wondering about the fees. Oh, the fee to pull money outside of a bank. If to withdraw, I don't think you have to pay any fee to get your money out. No. But if you're transferring, yeah, there's a small fee. So if you have some cash and you want to make a transfer to somebody who has an account as well, and let's say you're transferring 5 mil, like $200, then you're paying like 27K, like $1. $1 for $100, $200 transfer. And there's also a monthly fee, which is really cheap. It's like 50 cents per month. But if you keep a certain amount, like a balance in your bank account, then you don't even have to pay the fee. And it's like maybe 3 mil, $150. If you keep that amount every month in your account, you don't even have to pay the monthly account fee. So that's pretty nice. So this is the New Year spot for all the pictures. Happy faces everywhere. Red, yellow. Those are the prominent colors. Some gentlemen here. Tourists. Some people bust out like the professional camera, lighting, and all that stuff. But also there's guys here you can rent and they'll take a picture for you and send it to you with professional cam. That's the money shot right there with the Bentan sign. Check out this lighting. In like half an hour or so, it's going to be really nice to take a picture because the sun is going to come down more, and then you get a beautiful gold, purple, pink color. And then an hour after that, then it's really bad. It's going to be dark. So we're moving to peak time right now for picture taking. It must be hard with all the makeup and the clothing, you know, it's so hot out here. The makeup is probably melting off. So I guess you got to bring like something to retouch. She's got the fancy Coba Saigon dress back in the 70s. There's going to be a big book festival here. So they're building the gate right here. So this is the entry. And it's going to go down maybe for 150, 200 meters down the road. And it's going to be all books and maybe some souvenir. So I guess the traffic can maybe shut down. Typically, I think it's going to be the buses that use this lane right here. So on the two sides, you can still drive. But yeah, they rotate to a different festival. Sometimes it's going to be a food festival. So those are fun. I love the food festival. All kinds of street food and drink and desserts. So now we're moving into the center of the city. You guys thought we're in the center, but actually that's still like just Bùi Viện and stuff. This is going to be the most expensive, vibrant, and the nicest area of town, where they put a lot of effort into always upkeeping and cleaning. Oh, this is organic shop. So I shopped here a couple of times, Ginkgo, and basically their cotton is like organic. Đúng không em? Đồ của mình là organic đúng không?
Dạ đúng rồi.
Kiểu là nghĩa là gì ta?
Kiểu như là vải nó sẽ nhẹ và mang đó là nó an toàn cho da.
An toàn cho da.
Với lại cái sợi em trồng là không có sử dụng nhiều hóa chất hóa học hay là mấy cái chất độc hại để phun hút cho mấy cái sợi bông.
Hiểu rồi, cái là bình thường nếu mình mặc cái áo mà không có hữu cơ á, thì hưởng da của mình ngứa này nọ dị ứng.
Dạ, nó sẽ tùy vào cái loại da, nhạy cảm thì nó sẽ bị ngứa.
Là khách hàng nhạy cảm thì sẽ đặc biệt thích cái tiệm này. Ok, là cái hàng của mình là từ đâu nhập tới em? Những cái cotton của mình đó là Việt Nam luôn hay là sao?
Dạ, sợi organic đó là tụi em trồng chủ yếu là chỉ là nhập khẩu từ Mỹ, tại vì ở đây thì trồng hơi ít, còn mà sản xuất rồi cái khâu mà quy trình làm á thì tất cả đều ở Việt Nam hết.
Vậy là giá cũng cao rồi, tại phải nhập từ bên Mỹ về đây luôn. Ok, vậy là organic cotton của Mỹ nhưng mà made in Việt Nam.
Dạ, tất cả là made in Việt Nam.
Ok, tiệm của mình mở cửa mấy ngày trong tuần hả?
Dạ, mở từ thứ Hai cho tới Chủ nhật.
Chủ nhật luôn.
Dạ.
Từ mấy giờ em?
Dạ, từ 8 giờ sáng tới 11 giờ tối.
Cũng muộn, ok, 8 giờ tới 11 giờ. Rồi, cảm ơn tụi em nha. Cái đường này gọi là gì á? 86 đường gì?
Dạ Lê Lợi ạ.
Lê Lợi.
Dạ.
Ok.
Có giá nó cao, không phải là riêng cái chiếc vải nữa mà là tại mấy cái design của tụi em là mấy cái design là nguyên bản luôn, có nghĩa là những cái design này là tụi em có team làm riêng á.
À.
Thì đây là cái design đầu tiên luôn. Nếu mà anh thấy mấy cái ở ngoài chợ nó là ai cũng làm con.
Là ở ngoài chợ cũng có thể tìm thấy cái kiên côn mà nó nháy.
Không, anh sẽ tìm thấy mấy cái design tự tượng
À,
như vậy.
hiểu rồi. Vậy là tụi em làm cái này đấy hả?
Dạ, tại vì
Oh, wow.
cái là cấp trên có cái
À.
đó.
Đúng rồi, cái áo này em thấy nó nổi tiếng thiệt, nhiều nơi có mấy cái design này là của mình có cái team tự làm ra design.
Dạ, và nó làm trên cái chất liệu áo đó nữa, cho nên là nếu mà đi ra chợ mà thấy cái chất liệu áo nó khác với cái design khác thì anh sẽ tại vì
Đúng rồi.
khi mà anh dùng cái design này nè,
Oh, wow.
anh giặt nó sẽ không có bị ra.
Đúng rồi, mềm ha, chứ là mình in vô đó luôn, nó không có bị trầy tróc. Ok. Rồi, cảm ơn hai tụi em nhiều nha. Xin chào. 86. They're very nice sales people. They're not camera shy, so that's good. Because typically, some shops are very camera resistant. Look at these poor kids here. There's a shop right here that has really nice souvenir. I was in yesterday, and then they didn't let us film. It's not this one. It's like one of these. Check this out, guys. Another smallest shop in Vietnam. About 1 meter in length or in width. There's a couple of those down here. This is a nice shop. Surprised to see nobody here. How did it survive? On a Friday night, they have no customers. And they're selling looks brunch food for 100, 200K. Burger. So if you guys want to help out the business, and check it out. Number 70. And there's another gold shop over here. So we're moving into Japantown. You see some izakaya. There's a lot of popular sushi, izakaya, and ramen shop down this way. Okay, this park is taking shape. But it's still very barren. New Year is coming in a few days, so I'm not sure how they're going to get all this stuff done in time. We've got some foreigners here crossing the red light. There's a nice steakhouse over here. If you guys want a quality steak right in the center of the city, then check that out. Steak is some of the best food you can eat too, by the way. So, always hunting down for those. So a steak in there is going to cost you 1 mil, roughly. So that's $40. It's not bad. For Vietnam, it's high, but compared to a steak elsewhere, it's not too bad. And you pay for what you get too, I find. Because typically if a place is open that long, for many years, and they're still there, even though the price is high, it means that they deliver quality. And people keep coming back. So they feel like they're getting what they're paying for. So price is not the only determining factor whether or not you should go somewhere. Because sometimes the stuff that you get in return is even more worth it. There's a new toy shop here that sells like plushies and collectible playing cards and things like that. You are a vegetarian? How is it being a vegetarian? Do you have enough energy? Do you feel like full and energized throughout the day? Because when I eat like only vegetarian food, I feel like something is missing. But a lot of people who are vegetarian tell me that they have a lot of clarity. After a while of eating it, they feel lighter and mentally they feel more sharp. Traveling with a baby can be easy. Especially in the street of Saigon, sometimes the sidewalk is not this nice. If you guys are coming from District 2, this is a good spot to get off. The Opera House. And then you're right in the center of everything. It's a lot of work, but the future generation will appreciate it. Like a few years ago, we didn't have a MRT or subway or anything, so we had to deal with a blackout period where this whole thing was under construction and dusty and stuff. But in the end, you have something nice so that we can use for decades to come. Starting to see the fancy car now, the Maybach. Another one over here. There's a lot of rich people in Vietnam, especially in this area. So there's a Continental Hotel in front of us, and that's where all the super sport cars and all the luxury cars are always parked right in front. So they're having New Year decoration on this little part too. But mainly it's going to be over here if you guys come. Yeah, the world famous Continental. Some of the most iconic building back in the days during the war and stuff is taken there with the Continental Stein. And it's still like that. Still look the same, has the same name. There's a couple more famous ones like this one, the Cathedral. So this is a fancy coffee shop that everybody goes to take picture. I guess it's good for people watching too. Sit right here, get a cocktail. I guess it's not just a coffee shop. They have cocktails as well. And look, everybody take pictures along this road. So what they have? Cafe Mui, salt coffee, coconut coffee. It's 100K, $4. Or if you want the bar, $10. You can always get food. And this is going to be around, oh, this is cheaper than a cocktail. So that's like $8 for food. And all along here, there's a lot of expensive shops where people get dressed up. This girl's on barefoot to take a picture. It's very dedicated. Van Cleef. Oh yeah, that's a really popular one. All the girls like Van Cleef. So you're gonna see a lot of customers go in these shops, but I guess one sale is enough to make them a ton of revenue. So maybe that's why they're still open. There used to be a Lamborghini shop right down here, but it's closed down now. So I guess not a lot of people buy Lambos in Saigon. You can't really drive it. Another Maybach here. Mr. Ho Chi Minh statue. This area used to be so nice. And they used to have a lot of these type of trees, but now they chopped it all down. So it's pretty barren. I think the shops around here probably complaining how they're getting blocked up by the tree, but there's a lot of beautiful flowers like this, and it smells gorgeous around the area. But look, now it's like very barren and open. But it does open up for these shops, so now you can see the signage on all the shops. This building is pretty iconic too. Look at the artwork. French colonial time. With an Asian kind of culture. What's this? They're building something here. Chỗ này trang trí cho Tết hả chị? Làm mai mốt cho nên làm hoa hay gì?
Đó, có một trang trí bông cúc cho nó không biết đây chắc không có.
Để mình để trống vậy cho mọi người ngồi chơi. That's nice. So only the flowers. Dạ. Có thể là trình diễn vậy chị, lâu lâu nếu người ta muốn ca hát thì có thể là ở đây. Oh, this is like a flag. It looks like a flying flag. And it's talking about how the party, talking about the party in Vietnam basically. Interesting to know that President Nguyễn Văn Thiệu was born in Phan Rang, was the youngest of 5 children. Oh, really? I don't know much about that part of history. And there's a particular office there by the Continental 32, which is connected to the underground network, connected to the Independent Palace. Really? Underground network, eh? Yeah, I think there is a few offices there that the GIs stayed in. So this is like a very historical area. And I'm sure like some of those network, the underground stuff still exists. I think there's like a building you can go in and you can see the underground storage where people used to hide and like put weapons and stuff like that. And now it's like a coffee shop or something and you can go in there and see. And I think the weapons are still like stored in there, like some of those weapons back in the day. So you can see that. So the Independent Palace is the White House, yeah, basically. Nearby, including site. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that all set up. So we're walking pretty near the Independent Palace right now. Let's head over to the Cathedral where all the young fashionistas hang out. And this is also the way to the Cathedral, the Book Street, and and the post office. And those structures are historical as well. This street is pretty nice too, eh? I think they changed these palm tree. It used to be like taller, and they have like lights and stuff around it. And these lamps are nice too, eh? European style lamps. So when you walk down the street, when the trees were like very tall with the light, it looks like you're in Miami. Like walking down the street in Miami. So this is the Vincom Center. We're gonna do shopping. This is probably the place to be. Earlier we had a viewer that said he lived around this area. Is this where you live? Is there a condo up there for residential rentals? Because if so, I would love to move to this area. It's so nice. You're right beside Wenhui. You want to go shopping. There's Uniqlo over here as well. Japantown is just down that way. Oh, there's a Muji now. That's Saigon Plaza. And then down here is where all the tourist spots are. So this is probably the most ideal place to stay. And it's always clean and safe. So that's a bonus. See, there's an officer working here right now. So this is still in operation. A lot of tourists. There's a huge tour group. And then if you're here for a day or two and you want to see a lot of stuff in a short amount of time, then coming here is pretty good, I guess. You can move around all the main areas. So you see a lot of people come out here just to take a picture of this cabinet. There's something about this. It's probably got like social proof or something. Oh, there's even a Kong cafe above. So it's two different cafes. I don't see that often. Typically the one would rent the whole thing, especially when they have big brands like these. But the rent might be ridiculously high in this area. That's why they got to split into two. Look how many people are down here. Our phone also needs a little bit of a charge. So let's find a seat where we can get some battery in as well. There's a lot of seating out here. You can watch people go by. Before you order, maybe a washroom break. A lot of beautiful people in this cafe particularly. So let me show you guys around. I was looking for the washroom. The journey to explore new tastes. Okay. All right. Let's put the phone outside then. Should we? Is it safe here? It's so hot outside, guys. It's great to be in a place with AC. The washroom is very low though, so if you guys are 6 feet or above, you're gonna rub your head against the ceiling. Check it out. See? My hair, I'm almost rubbing against the ceiling already, and it's even lower in there. If you're trying to get across this, you gotta put your head lower. So this is the space here. Let's see if there's any charger. This is a nice seat right here. The window is kind of dirty though, but we can look at the view. There was also a statue of the Trunk sister. No way, that'd be cool. They should keep that. Trunk sisters are cool. Oh, so I see the electrical outlets. Let's try it out first of all before we buy anything. Oh, this used to be a balcony, guys. But now they took the balcony out. What we do is we're going to try to charge the battery. Okay, so that's a no-no. We cannot charge. So we're gonna try to move around to see, because I see there's a charge over there. Somebody's charging over there. So I guess it depends where you're sitting, because there's a working charger over there. What about this one? Oh, there's a nice fan here. Such a good spot to sit. Alright guys, it's a no-go. We cannot charge the battery. Alright guys, so we're going to try to charge the battery. I'm going to end the live stream for now. Thanks for joining the whole live and check out the next one.